Forgot to say in the last message, video thing, once, like, fucking, I don't know, we got fucking interrupted. Um, I also eat, I'm very, very fussy on what I eat. Um, and I could tell, like, if I shopped in Asda's, Walmart to you Americans, um, I'd only eat southern fried chicken from there and hash browns. And say if someone went to um, Sainsbury's and their southern fried chicken and hash browns, I'd notice the difference. I love the colour red. I have to have something with red on it. Also routines and textures. I don't like my bare feet being wet. My earliest recollection of that was probably in Sri Lanka, and at the time we didn't have any indoor plumbing, and this was before the redevelopment, and I remember we went to some Buddhist event thing and they poured oil on your head, and I hated my hair being washed. Hated my hair being washed, and my bare feet on the stone. I don't like that. I hated that. I used to scream and scream and scream. I must have been between the ages of 4 to 8. I never got invited to social events as a child. I thought it was due to my ethnicity, but clearly it is not. I can read you the bit of the letter. I don't want to show it on camera because it's got my personal details on. So it says, Mr. Sean, autism spectrum disorder assessment. Sean was seen by the doctor, consultant psychiatrist for an autism spectrum disorder, ASD assessment. Following this assessment, Sean was diagnosed with autism. A full report will be following within 6 to 8 weeks. I was quite lucky. I started this all in March. Had my assessment in April, my first assessment in April. Well, I did a questionnaire. The questionnaire asks, do you fidget, do you like poor eye contact or no eye contact. I find eye contact, I can make eye contact, but it's very, very poor. As I say, I'm only going by my experiences. I won't let a random barber just touch my hair, right? I've been going to the same barber for 5 years, right? And I've had so many different hairstyles, right? And I have an undercut at the back and the split ends cut off, and around the sides get it all like nice and neat. For 5 years, the fella knows me for 5 years, and it's frustrating for him because he doesn't understand what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to tell him what I want, and he doesn't have a Scooby. He's a really good barber, legend. He's an absolute legend, and yeah. So yeah. Like also another trait is that you have an obsession with a subject or a thing. Now, my earliest memory of being obsessed with a red belt, um, I think my mother threw that away. Also, now I have an obsession with comic books, and I have like my head's just like it's just like full of it. And dogs, I love dogs. Like in adult men, right? Like one of the symptoms is like or traits is that like I'm 32, right? People my age, men my age that I know, are going fishing with their mates, um, getting away with their wives and children. I like to be alone. Do you know what I mean? And that's a trait. Failed relationships, failed jobs, and all that nonsense. But yeah, no. I'll let you go on that. Peace.